And
Yes.
I was invited by Natasha Bentley.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. Thanks for coming on.
You're
Anybody
welcome.
else?
Yeah,
Yes.
good night. I'm
Yes.
Owen
Owen?
from Montego Bay. Yeah.
Hey, first time Owen. Great. Thanks for coming
Yes,
on.
first
Some
time.
somebody else was there
Yeah.
too?
Yes.
Yeah.
This I'm Carla. I'm calling from Brampton, Toronto.
Hey, look at that. Who invited you to the call tonight?
My auntie Olive Jones.
Hey, great. I'm glad you came on and
Yes,
you're gonna be
I
happy.
am, but my first time too.
What's your name?
I'm Olive Jones. My niece just talked to you just now
Hey, look at that.
from
Hey,
Ten
great.
Ontario.
Yes. Good to have you. Hey, Team Canada is in the
Sandra,
house.
Sandra, but I don't remember her last name.
All right.
Sandra, you
You
there?
know. Yes, I'm here.
All right, good. All right. So we thank all the persons for chiming in tonight. From I must by now say all over the globe. We are here in different islands, different countries coming on. We are all over Jamaica, you know what I mean? All over the place. We thank you all for chiming in. We are hoping that in the next couple of months, it'll be easier to list the countries who did not come on than the countries that came on the call. So we thank you so much. Hopefully, you'll leave here tonight with some information that will cause some transformation in your life. And the person that invited you to this call means you well. And we thank you so much. I'm going to ask all persons to mute their microphones now so that we can get the call going. Now, is I'm going to ask is Reverend Isaiah Searson on the call? My friend Isaiah Searson, are you here, sir? Just ask him. Not here tonight. All right. So we're going to open with prayer. We're just going to ask God to bless this time of sharing tonight. Let us pray. So, kind and righteous Heavenly Father, we thank you for another night. Thank you, Lord, for the persons who have chimed in from near and from far. Father, we pray that you bless each family represented here tonight. God, you know their situations, you know their concerns in the midst of this COVID season. You know every hurt, you know every pain, you know every discomfort, you know what the doctors said, you know the report that some persons have heard, some of them not so good. But Father, we ask you to intervene in the name of Jesus. Father, we pray that you bless all persons who are even still trying to get on tonight. Grant some persons the traveling mercies to get home safely to chime in. And thank Lord for those who will be coming on momentarily, that tonight we will have a wonderful time in you. Bless all the leaders here in the Caribbean. Bless Sankey Global internationally. Bless Mr. Arvida. Bless Dr. Edias. Bless Queen Dr. Ruth and Lightborn. Father, pray that you bless Dr. Helen Delahousse Clay, Tim Trehan, even as he's mourned the death of his grandmother. And we pray, God, even Fabiola Hernandez and all the other persons, Franco Taylor, and all persons pertaining to this company, Lord. So, Father, bless us. Watch between us. Keep us, Lord. Have your own way, we pray. We ask these mercies in Jesus' name. Amen. Bless you.
Amen.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to have you on the call tonight. I see that Wanda has put up the YouTube link.
I am here,
Because
sir.
the big man himself is a serious Reverend serious. I I I sorry I took so long to recognize you, but I wanted you to bless us with opening prayer. But don't stay too far because we might ask you to chime in to give a word of testimony or
Not a
give some exhortation, somebody, encourage somebody, because you, of all the persons on the call tonight, I don't think anybody has been taken and has been exposed to the Sankey Global product as long as you are. Please remind us, sir, how long have you known of the Sankey Global products and are actually using them?
9 years, sir.
Let me ask a question, sir. Have you ever been to Japan?
Yes, sir. I was in Okinawa. Matter of fact, I was in Air Force at Kadena Air Base in Japan.
Oh, my word. So, sir, I thank you so much for chiming in on the call tonight. I feel like we can start the meeting officially now because my good friend is on the call. I've come to appreciate this gentleman so much. He's Reverend Isaiah Searson. And he's a serious man, and as his name suggests, but he's a gentleman. And we thank you for chiming in. And we know that you will bless us accordingly tonight. So I'll be talking to you momentarily. Bless you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, we are very grateful. I think what I was saying, yes, some persons will chime in on the YouTube link. So I think this call may go up to about 99, 100 persons. So tell persons not to panic. Just go to the YouTube link as it's displayed there, and they can still get in. Because we don't want anybody to miss out on the microbiome. Whether you're calling from Kingston, Japan, or Rome, everybody needs to know about the microbiome. So thank you so much. So my name is Clive Campbell, and I'm happy to be one of the persons championing the cause of Sankey Global because of the information they have provided for us so that we can better understand who we are and therefore how we are to function in this world in which we live. We are happy that God has given us this information. You know, the Lord said that my people are destroyed, not because the devil is wicked and dreadful and bad. You know why people are destroyed? Lack of what? Knowledge. People do not know. It is what you don't know. A couple years ago, people say ignorance is bliss. But we know that ignorance will damage you, ignorance will hurt you, ignorance may kill you. So we are happy tonight that we have information for our transformation. Now, I just want to say to you tonight that just in case you did not know, we want to remind you or inform you that God put something very special inside you the very day that you were born. As you travel through your mom's birth canal to be born into this world, something special happened. He allowed you to be baptized in bacteria at the end of the birth canal from your mom, which represents generational microbes from her mom, her mom, her mom's mom, her mom's mom, go all the way up. These are important because they are inoculating you to allow you to enjoy a better stay on this planet. Can I go back a little further before you were in your mother's womb? I feel like doing that tonight because there was a time when you were never in existence. There was a time when you were like nowhere and God plucked you out of somewhere. And one day you were just a sperm sitting in your father's testes, one of billions of sperm waiting for the expression of life. But here it is that it is possible that the male can produce 7 trillion sperms. And we know that the human female comes equipped with 400,000 eggs. Here it is now that you were there sitting in your father's testes with billions of sperms. One day your number was called and you were told that you are going to be in the next set of sperms to be dispatched. Here it is, bam, and it happened. And your father deposited you somewhere that was very special. And here it is that you started to swim because this is not a race like what Usain Bolt would run on foot because sperms do not have legs, but have a tail. And that tail would move in such a way with a mitochondria in the head of it, and you would propel yourself. But here is how God is amazing and wonderful. That the lining of that passage that you are to take to get to where you need to go has certain amount of glucose in it to provide the energy for the mitochondria. So God is amazing. And then here it is now, you reach to the neck of the womb called the cervix. Many sperm get caught in the cervix and are trapped and they will sometimes get crushed and die. But obviously you made it through and you find a way to get through that. And you find yourself inside of the womb. So here it is that you are there swimming for your dear life. You do not know where to go. You do not know for sure if any egg is there. And you are just swimming in faith, believing. Now, something interesting is happening. Because you are a foreigner to your mom's body, it activated the immune system, the white blood cells. They are swimming after you to come and get you. You are trying to run for your dear life to find a lady that you never saw, never knew. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, that the sperm is the smallest cell in the human body, and you are going after the human egg, the largest cell in the human body. So it's long time you have ambition. You are the smallest, but you're going after the biggest. You are the carrier of 23 chromosome. I didn't say 23 pair of chromosome, 23 chromosome. Because the sperm has 23, the egg has 23. When they are combined, those 23 pairs of chromosome is going to form the human body. So here you are with your cargo, because everybody has to bring value to life. You have 23 chromosome. But guess what? That race that you're in can have anywhere from 500 million to 900 million sperm in the race. Can you imagine you are in such a race, and in this race, there is no silver medal, there is no bronze medal. The winner takes it all. And but you are there swimming, and there's a Bob Marley song coming into your mind. They might go tired for see me face, but they can't get me out of this race. And you're swimming, and all that while you're swimming, you're something like Whitney Houston's song is coming in your mind. Give me one moment in time. Right? So all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. You're looking for your moment, because every sperm's dream is to come to life. And you're swimming, you're trying to avoid the endometrium, the lining, because the lining is sticky. Many sperm get caught in there and they never get released. So you're trying to avoid getting caught like a sperm, like a mice get caught in a glue trap. You don't want to get caught there. You also running away from the white blood cells. It doesn't sound interesting like Star Wars stuff. You do not know there are two fallopian tubes. Which one is the egg in? Because the egg is not out front. The egg is hidden in the tube. You have to swim up one of the two, but you're multitasking. You're trying to pick up your energy. Where is this egg? And you choose the one you think the egg is in. And by that time, 90% of the sperms would not be in the race anymore, but 10% of 500 million is 50 million. Now, if Jamaica have a population of 3 million, and so much of us are here, can you imagine something 50 million, and you're in the race at 50 million, and you have to win that race? Oh my Lord, here it is. You enter one of the fallopian tubes. You're in sight of the egg. You're swimming. The sperms to your left, sperm to your right. One and two guys were in front of you, but because they're not fit and strong like you swim past them and you fertilize the egg. You're the first one to reach, and you fertilize the egg. Ching, ching, ching. Everything else blocked out. So here it is, friends. You were the first one to fertilize the egg. Does this sound special to you, friends? You are an amazing person. So God guided you and God guarded you so that you could make it to the sperm first. And here it is, eventually that egg, now fertilized egg, finds its way into the womb and attaches itself to the lining of the womb, and you start to grow. And as you go, amazing things happen. That is where David in Psalm 139 picked it up, that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, and how God knitted me together in my mother's womb. And there you were growing and growing and growing, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, until you graduate from your mama's tummy. Here it is, you're about to graduate from your mama's tummy right now. And here it is, at the end of the birth canal, something special is happening. God is allowing you to be coated with these microbes so that it may keep you on your journey here on earth, because you are not to be found on earth without these microbes. So here it is now, you are being born. The day you were born 99% human cells and 1% microbial cells. Here it is now, you are growing eventually until you are 3 years old, taken care of by your mom, your guardians, and your sibling, etc. And by the time you are 3 years old, a great transformation has taken place. You are now only 10% human cells and 90% microbial cells. They have taken over your body. You may not have known this, but you do not have your body to yourself. You have travelers with us on your journey. You are not sterile. And guess what? You were never meant to be sterile. You don't have an infection. You don't have an invasion. What you have these travelers with you on your journey, and they are as legitimate and legal in your body, like your heart, like your brain, like your lung, like your liver, like your blood. They are legitimate in your body. So here it is. You are going and you're 10 trillion human cells, but at the same time now, you have going to be 100 trillion microbial cells, 10 times the amount. Medical science is now telling us in terms of genes in your body, you are only 22,500 human genes and you have 4 million plus microbial genes. Do you begin to get the picture now? That you are not who you think you are. You are not just a sterile human being with 12 organ systems and a brain that controls the entire body. And your only job now is to get rid of, keep out, and prevent microbes from coming into your body. No. I was passing a plaza some months ago and I heard a lady chastising a younger child and said, careful how you're eating that thing, because you don't want germs to get into your body. But ladies and gentlemen, what an understatement. You don't want germs to get in the body, then the body is what? The body is full of germs. You have more germs in the body than you have human cells. So how do we prevent germs from getting into the body when God is the one that allowed it to happen? So the point I'm making is that God has placed something special inside of you. And we are realizing that these guys perform a very special role. They are living around us, they are living on us, they are living inside of us, and they have basically become us. And we can't get rid of them, neither should we try to get rid of them. What you must learn to do is to live in harmony, live in concert, live in unity with microbes, and don't try to bomb them up and destroy them as our doctors and the mainstream medical system would have us to believe. So ladies and gentlemen, of the 100 trillion microbes that live in your body, guess where is a zip code for 40% of them where they live? The lower part of your gut, your colon. If you have ever heard a term meaning called a second brain, this is what medical science is now coming to realize, that these microbes, they are not only there in numbers in the gut, but they are performing as an organ. Just as how the liver, the kidney, and the brain is an organ, these 39 trillion microbes are functioning as a capable organ deep inside of you. Same way also. The whole come we just hear about it. Well, they are invisible, live in the gut, microbes like bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa, even parasites. Is this story ever true? My friends, 50,000 scientific papers have come out in the last 5 years to say that, yes, this is true. Many mainstream medical conferences, it is true. Big name doctors, it is true. Many journals, it is true. Magazines, it is true. Many television and radio programs, it is true. You are not the sterile person you think you are. You are an ecosystem. Some would say you're a holobiome, meaning that several cells have come together to make you a super organism. And this is the way that it is. You and I cannot change it. Every human being is the same. Bacteria occupy every part of the soil, every part of the ocean, every part of the air, every animal, even one cell animals, you find it, and insects, you find out that microbes dominate it. We are living in a microbial planet, not a planet of the apes, a planet of microbes, and they are all over you and they are keeping you alive. You feel them in your hands, you feel them in your feet, you feel them in your brain, you feel them in your eye, you feel them all over your mouth. Every time you breathe, billions of microbes are going in and out of your nostrils. They are in your mouth, they are in your brain, they are in your eyes, they're all over your body, all over your kidneys, all over your lungs, all over your body. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the true you. Sorry if I'm upsetting some person tonight. But if you do not know who you are likely to hurt yourself. If you do not know who you are likely to live a life that is less than the one that you're supposed to live, a substandard life. It's important that you know that you are mostly microbial by construct. Most of the functions in your body are being performed by microbes. And this is where I say, what makes us human ain't even human. So, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we have this call on Tuesday night is to create an awareness, is to alert persons in terms of who you are. Because we, as humans, we have made a world hostile to microbes, only to find out that we are microbes basically too. Microbes by function, microbes by makeup. And we need to understand this and get this, because if we do not get this, we are going to hurt ourselves. And that is exactly what is happening. Our medicine is hurting us. Our food is hurting us. The way we are thinking is hurting us, because we did not realize that we are microbes by function. Most of the things that in our body are not being performed by human cells, but are being performed by non-human cells. This is a wake-up call for all of us. So you say, Clive, what do you mean? What kind of function does the microbiome in the gut perform? Why they liken it onto the brain? Look at it now. Your gut microbes makes 30 different what they call neurotransmitters. You might want to say hormones. You might even want to call them enzymes. These things are the chemistry that runs your body. These are the things that give instructions to your organs, your organ systems, your tissues, and your cell to function. And they are being made not primarily by the brain in your skull, but by the brain inside of your gut. This is interesting. One of the hormones that is made inside of your gut is called serotonin. Serotonin determines your mood. It's called your happy hormone. So it determines if you're sad, anxious, depressed, moody, irritable, and all kind of different things of that nature. And many of us, we are not making enough serotonin, and that is why we are sad most of the time. That is why people get depressed when your body is not making. Why? The gut may be damaged. These microbes can be, so as an organ, like any other organ in the body, it can become damaged. And if damaged, malfunctional and dysfunctional. And I thank Dr. Rutan for allowing us these slides for you to get an idea in terms of who you are. So these microbes are making the chemicals for you to function. Here's what happened. If you feel hurt, they feel hurt. If you feel pain, they feel pain. Just as how you might look on a human face and you can see the face grimace for one reason, the microbes in the gut react same way as a reflection and grimace also and bear your pain. Do you understand what God has given to us and who we really are? And guess what? All over your brain, these microbes have crossed the blood-brain barrier. And for every brain cell, you have 7 bacterial cells surrounding it so that it works more effectively and more efficiently. And you know what the thing is, ladies and gentlemen? We want to go check it out. Don't take our word for it. Go and check it out and read the different things you can find on the different search engines, including PubMed.com, Google, Wikipedia, YouTube, wherever you go, they're all saying the same thing. I don't have time to tell you too much that they control your immune system. The reason why you're fearful for COVID, guess why? Because your immune system might be weak. If your immune system is strong, up and running, good up, and proper, you need not fear COVID 19, 20, 21, go all the way up to 1,000. Why? Because God gave you the immune system to defend you and protect you. If your immune system cannot protect you, with all due respect to the biggest name university, the biggest name doctors, teams of scientists, they cannot protect you more than your immune system can protect you, true or true. So ladies and gentlemen, your key role now is to make sure you have a proper functioning immune system. And that is why Sankey Global is here. There are many more things that microbiome does that controls your metabolism, your digestive tract. It determines your weight, the bacteria. Certain bacteria determines if you are fat or if you are slim. If you don't have certain bacteria, you're going to be fat. You could go all the gym you want to go. You could run around your house 100 times a day. You could take all the slim fast in the world. You may not lose the weight. And if you lose it, you're going to get it back, because to be permanently the weight and body type you need certain bacteria like Akkermansia mucinifolia and Lactobacillus reuteri to keep you at the right weight. They determine your metabolism. They control the endocrine system and your glands. They turn off and turn on your genes. Ladies and gentlemen, 98% of the functions in the body are being monitored, supervised, and done by your microbiome. And here's the sad part. Many persons in the mainstream medical system do not know this. They do not know that the person they are treating have a microbiome. That is why they give you antibiotic. What do antibiotics do? Same thing it says. Destroy bacteria and microbes and virus and fungi. And here's the sad thing. They give you an antibiotic that can wipe out up to 90% of your gut microbes. And they did not even give you a prebiotic, which is the food, and probiotic, strains of good bacteria to put back in the body to grow it back, because they don't know that it performs a function. This is the saddest news in human history. We have been damaging and destroying the gift that God gave us to protect us and preserve us and keep us healthy. And that is why we are sick. That is why you have diabetes. That is why you have arthritis. That is why you develop cancer. That is why you get Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. That is why people get a stroke. That is why people get atherosclerotic diseases. Because they have damaged their gut. And the greatest liability anybody can live with is a damaged, dysbiotic gut. Because it is your gut that determines your quality of life and quality of health, how long you live, how healthy you live. And that is why some people are 40 years old on their birth paper, but their organs are 60 and 70 years old. And people are dying at their 40, 50, and 60, although they prefer to live to be 100. You are only 60, but your organs reach 100 already. So how are you going to beat that? Your birth paper is saying you're 60, but your organs, them stressed out, tired, overworked, beat out. And that is why we are dying too early, aging too fast, and suffering too much. Because not even our mainstream medical system is up to date with the latest science. And that is why Sankey Global is so important in our economy, in our health going forward. Because here is a company that Dr. Edeas, the chief scientific officer, he said, people need to know the truth. So how come we hear about this? A company, a lab in Japan, teamed up with entrepreneurs from Mexico. Mexico teamed up with people from America. The Americans called us, and I was one of the fortunate persons to be invited. I was invited to Florida, November 2019. And Mr. Arvida, the CEO and founder of the American chapter, told us that here is Sankey Global. They took 40 years of research and developed their products before they came to market with it. They're on the market 10 years now at the time. They plan to be around for 100 years. They plan to be $1 billion company, and they plan to touch 1 billion lives. Here we go and come back into the Caribbean, make up nice. We tell everybody, from baby to granny, even nook and cranny, joy to the world, Sankey Global has come. You're going to be hearing about the 4 fantastic products. Leading the way to tell us about the products is none other than the Queen of the Bahamas, Dr. Ruth Ann Lightbourne. She'll be coming to the microphone momentarily, along with some other friends, to tell us about the products. You can't just call them products. You can't just call them supplement. You have to call them technologically advanced solutions, because we're going to hear about 14 quadrillion nanospheres of nutrients entering the body. If your digestive system is damaged and can't even digest food, no problem. They don't need to be digested. It goes straight into the cells in your body and begin to reactivate your cells, the organelles of your cells, like your mitochondria, repair it and renew it and give you back your energy, so you don't have to depend on any energy drinks, 10 cup of coffee, and all the pick-me-uppers and sweet things. It cleanses the cell, renew the cell, repair the cell, restore the cell. If the cell is healthy, the tissue is healthy. Tissue is healthy, the organs become healthy. If the organs become healthy, the body becomes healthy. This is how Stella got her groove back. This is how you get your health back. This is how you're going to beat cancer, diabetes, arthritis, pain, stiff joint. Get back your sleep, get back your dream, get back your life, and feel like yourself again. You're going to hear what ingredients are in these products and why they work the way they work. I could say many more things, ladies and gentlemen, but let me allow for Queen Dr. Ruth Ann Lightbourne. Will you come to the microphone, please? Let me introduce you.
Yes. Thank you
Ladies
so
and
much.
gentlemen, you are hearing the voice of one of the most charming person you will ever. I met her in 2019 in Florida. She's charming. She's beautiful. She's adorable. She has some challenges, and she may tell you how the Sankey Global products are helping her with these challenges. Her mind is beautiful. Her heart is a heart of gold. Her heart is in the right place. She has information like she could be Miss Google herself. She knows how to share information. She knows how to give hope. Ladies and gentlemen, relax. Lay back. Take your pen and pencils out. Get the names of these 4 products. Some of you may need all 4. Some of you might need to start with 2 or 3. But hear them out, and I think she may have someone to help her to share this information. Dr. Ruth Ann Lightbourne, kindly take over.
Wow. Thank you so much, King Clive, Guru Microbiome Campbell. You ain't gonna get away from that name at all, not anytime soon. Yes, guys, like he said, we're here to really talk about the microbiome, and that's what Dr. Behia Diaz, that was their life's journey 51 years ago, this February past. They've been talking about it since then. And, like King Clive, I don't think he mentioned it this evening, but only in the past 5 years have, certain medical institutions and doctors been speaking about the microbiome and writing papers about it. I think he says in the past that we've listened to him talk about 10,000 papers a year. So it's like literally people are just getting on it, but we've been on it. Been there, done that. That's us. And we ain't going back. We keep on moving forward with more information and we keep building on it. But yes, we are pleased to tell you about the system that we have here, because it was created for just what King Clive was talking about. It wasn't created to cure a disease. It wasn't created for a specific solution. It was created to make sure that the mitochondria was fed what it was needed, so that the body could do what God created it to do, which is heal itself. So literally, that is what it was created for. Literally, guys, help your mitochondria get to the point where it can balance out your body to homeostasis so that the body could heal itself. And it is possible. Like, you've heard of persons that have been sick and then they suddenly changed their diet. Like, they went cold turkey, like totally. None of this and none of that and none of this and none of that and none of that and none of this. And you're looking at them like, child, I wish I could. But no, it ain't me. Can't do it. Well, guess what? Dr. Bahia Diaz and his team knew that us in the Eastern world, maybe even in the Western world, we're not going to do the cold turkey thing. I mean, we could try. I ain't gonna say some people ain't out there doing it. But he also knew that we couldn't have that diet of the centenarians, and even to the point where when Dr. Bahia Diaz spoke to us, I think it was back in February or October, when he mentioned to us about the diet of the centenarians, and he said it was a lot of fish, and it wasn't fish because they wanted it to be fish, because people say, oh, they're just eating so healthy. No, it was fish because that's considered the poor man's diet in Okinawa. He says because they can't afford the steaks and the meats, so they only eat fish because they eat what they catch. And I was like, wow, you mean like how our ancestors used to be? Okay, food for thought maybe. Just saying. But I want to bring up some people that have used the products, because I think sometimes you have to hear from other people to know that this stuff really works. And I'm not going to share my testimony because many know my testimony, and maybe I will, me, who knows? I just go with the flow, whatever comes, I go. But I'm going to bring up first Queen Dr. Lola Thompson, because, she decided to eat a healthy lifestyle years ago. So it's not something new, but lately something happened and she was just so happy that she had these formulas, this technology in her arsenal. So I'm not sure if she's near her phone, because this was like me just shouting out. Like, when you send the life raft out and they're swimming. Dr. Lola Thompson, I don't know if you're out there, but if you are and you're able to come to the phone, if you can unmute your mic and just share your testimony, that would be absolutely amazing.
I am here, Dr. Ruth Ann. Thank you for asking me to. Always this call is phenomenal. I always learn something new. And King Clive gets me so excited about my microbiome, right? And this past week when I had the opportunity, the blessing to go and visit corporate, and Mr. Avita shared some information, I actually got a chance to talk to Dr. Diaz. And that was amazing too. He went into even further detail about our microbiome and how powerful it was, and how for women, for us, it's so powerful. And so I left there, you guys, really having a renewed excitement, right? A confidence in who I am as a woman. And that might sound kind of like, wow. I mean, I already thought I was pretty awesome. I thought we were pretty awesome. But hearing what Dr. Diaz said just took it to a whole new level. This product has helped me sleep at night. I have lost weight. It's made me a much nicer person by taking the edge off of my anxiety and my stress levels. And I didn't even realize I had the part of our team on a call this evening, and I realized it's taking down my blood pressure. My blood pressure used to be, when I was younger, of course, like 117 or 120 over 70 something. And I had my blood pressure checked last week, and it is now 110 over 68. And my doctor was like, wow, what you been doing? And I realized that the difference really is just taking this amazing product technology system. So this is something we have to share with everybody. This is not if you want to. If you love the people that are around you, if you just like them, you want to tell them about this, because I'm buying this 100-year promise. I'm trying to be here for another 100 years, and that's through using Sankey's amazing technology. Thank you. I'll throw it back to you, Dr. Ruth Ann.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lola.
Great to hear you, Dr. Lola.
I can't wait. Hey, I can't wait, King Clive. And right before we end the call, how you was politely invite people with your gentle tone. We got to invite her back to talk about what Dr. Behe Diaz shared with her, because we want to know. Inquiry minds want to know.
Amen.
We want to be empowered like her. So, just before we leave tonight, King Clive, you got to do how you do it gently, Oh, Queen Lola, me like your voice and you sound so good. And you talk to Dr. Diaz, so we need you back next week. What you say? What say you?
Oh my word. Thank you so much for saying that. But Queen Dr. Lola Thompson, you don't know what a privilege it is to have you on the call. Not only, but to say something. Now, I know that to do justice to what you have heard recently, you would just want to have a real audience and a real amount of time to be able to do justice to it. This is our official invitation to you to return to this call. Is it possible for next week? So you could come back?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I will be in attendance. Yes, 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 and yes.
I thank you so much. We need to expand the Zoom to 500 persons to accommodate you next week. I thank you in advance. I'll be sending you a dozen roses.
Thank you, King Clive. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for all that you do.
Bless you, my friend.
See, I told you. He does it the way nobody else can. And I also want to bring up, like you heard King Clive, if you were here in the beginning, when we first started, he, Pastor Isaiah Searson, he brought him up and he said, we can bring you back, later on. And I want to bring this gentleman up. He is an amazing individual all on his own. But to know that he has had the opportunity to utilize and use these products for at least over 9 years, 8 to 9 years, that says a lot. And I want him to come up and say, why? Like, because to me, you don't really have to use anything for any length of time. You could just say, okay, I'm good, bye. So Pastor Isaiah, can you please let us know why and tell us what's been your experience with these amazing products?
Good afternoon, dear lady. How are you?
I'm amazing.
You're half woman and half amazing. Come on now. Well, anyway, guys, look, 9 years now. Yes, it's been at least 9 years. When I first heard about Sankey, the thing that got me was the very name of the company, Sankey. And when I found out what the name meant, because I was in the military for 22 years and had the chance to travel around the world and spend a lot of time in the Far East. One of those places was Kadena Air Base in Okinawa, Japan. So one of the things I knew that the elderly people over there, they're called Mama-san and Papa-san. That's an endearing call of respect. And so that's the san part of Sanki. And then ki, of course, talk about respect for the spirit of man. So when you look at the name of the company and what they were talking about for their culture, not only did that get me and I gravitated to it because I knew a lot of older people, because I sat and talked with a lot of them when I was overseas. And they are old. I mean, 90s and 100s and stuff like that. And they still sit there and talk and laugh. Most of them got all their teeth and everything. And I did not know about the microbiome. Trust me, I know nothing about it. When Brother Clive started talking about that, that really blew my mind. But the products, when I started taking them, I knew because I checked PubMed.gov. I checked the Journal of American Medical Association. I checked those things and I found out that the company indeed had all of these credentials behind what they were doing. So I also know that pharmaceuticals, your body is not created to live off of pharmaceuticals. And we were in our church, I was teaching a series at the time, the chemistry of the blood. And we were dealing with how blood goes through your system once every 23 to 40 seconds. That means it has to make a complete circuit, and it's the only substance in your body that touches every cell and every organism in your body. Anything that slows that blood down slows the ability for the blood to get to cells to keep them alive. So cholesterol and all these things building up in arteries and stuff slows the blood down, so the blood can't get where the blood's supposed to be. That was really something to me because, like Lola and others have talked, in my family, I have a lot of folks with blood pressure, kidney disease, all these sorts of things, and I don't want any of that. So the products have done that for me. So now at 73, I have the energy, and if George Battle was on, he'll tell you we go play golf, man, with the ball a ton. And we do it because it's the youthfulness and the energy that these products bring to you. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna leave you with this. There is something in life called a need. A need, and a need is just simply to require something because it is essential or very, very important. That's the need. Now tell me how many people you know need Sankey. And if you know that they need it, then you have the faith in Sankey that should motivate you to tell everybody. So my goal is to get this information in front of everybody, Sister Ruth Ann, everybody, Dr. Clive, everybody, darling Lola, everybody, because it doesn't matter to me from a pastoral position whether or not they join or take it. What matters to me is that they know about it. It's just like preaching the gospel. I can't save anybody. I'm just a mailman who carries a message or bring a letter to your mailbox and leave it there. Whether you read it or not, I can't concern myself with that. So just like I take the gospel and leave it with people, they make the decision what they want to do. I must take this to everybody I know. And if I take it to enough people, not only will their lives be blessed and transformed, but so will mine. So Dr. Ruth Ann, that's my story in a nutshell. And I love you guys. And like Lola, this call is really one of the highlights of my week because King Clive laid us thing out in such an extraordinary way. And then you come behind him, my God, I don't say the word, y'all can handle it. But thank you so much for allowing me to speak. It's back over to you.
Listen, always amazed and blown away. But, you know, I'm hopping around the world to different parts for persons to hear different voices. And so I'm going to jump right back over and take it all the way back into Jamaica to a familiar voice. And she's the queen bee of Jamaica. You hear me? And she can tell you what these products are doing for her. And the reason why I'm just segueing from the microbiome so y'all could hear these testimonies is because sometimes people don't understand what we're talking about when we talk about the microbiome. But we need to understand that the connection of it from a health perspective as well. So Queen Bee, Beverly, Wholeness, are you out there? Let's see here. I had Beverly H as our, I think this is the other one. Beverly, is this you? I'm asking you to unmute. I don't know which one is which. Is that you?
Yes. Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth Ann, Sir King Clive, Sir Dr. Clive, Sir Scientist Clive. Wow. You have me eating out of your hands, sir. You have me taking notes. Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth Ann. Girl, every time I listen to the informations, every time I understand a little bit more about my microbiome, I just feel like I want to get up and just drink all the products all at once. Because before Sankey Global, I personally did not know that there was something inside of me that is called the microbiome. I have heard about good and bad bacteria, but I don't understand. I just know that if it is bad, it's not supposed to be in me. If it is good, it's supposed to be there. But I want to say thanks to Sankey Global and the research that they have done behind these products. And I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Clive Campbell, who brought home this knowledge even clearer to us. Wow. Guys, I'm going to say to you tonight again, I'm going to preach like John the Baptist in the wilderness. If you fail to plan for your health, you are already planning to fail. There are a lot of persons on this call who might say to you, boy, the products are expensive. I can't afford it. I am saying to you again, make the sacrifice to live like the centenarians. Once we make an entrance into this world, the exit door is there waiting on us. But we don't need to die kicking and screaming, not with products like these. The products that Sankey Global have, they are simply the best. They are not on second shelf, Dr. Rutan. They are on top shelf because they have used nanotechnology, which is the best. That means the products are going straight to that blood-brain barrier. It means that my blood is running. It's not moving like ketchup. The oxygen is going through my blood. My cells are proliferating. My cells are communicating with each other. My gut microbiome is fixed. You know, when I listen to Mr. Campbell, I'm understanding more about the gut microbiome because I understand that I have 12 organ systems. All my organ systems are connected to my gut. The gut is the mother of all the organ system. It shares every problems among the liver, the kidney, the heart, the brain, everywhere. So if mama ain't well, picnic can't be good. If the mother is sick, then the children and everybody else is sick. So guys, here we are. We have an awesome opportunity, not only to take care of our health, but we have an opportunity to also take care of our wealth. Because I have been in this industry for over 34 years, giving away my age right now, right? And I will tell you, this company have the best compensation plan. For those persons who are living in Jamaica, this morning, the US was 154 US dollars to $1 Jamaican dollars. And I have my calculator right here. So when you put 3 customers in this business, and Sankey Global gives you right now $100 for 3 customers, time 154, this morning you would have made 15,400. We have so many persons in Jamaica who have lost their jobs. We have so much persons who don't know what to do. They are confused. But guys, we have the answer. We have a mandate. We are going to be going on trucks. We're going to be going on bus. We are going to be doing, I can tell you, wherever you are in the world, get ready to come to Jamaica between the month of June and July, because we are going to have a Sankey Global Festival. Just like when you go to Trinidad and they have the carnival, we are going to have a Sankey Global Carnival. And if I have anything to do with it, you know for sure that that is going to happen. Guys, we have a beautiful soul on the line tonight. We have our CEO, none other than Mr. Jose Arvida. I met this gentleman when I went to Mexico. I met Mr. Alejandro. I met Dr. Helen. I met other leaders of the company. And I'm telling you, just by looking at them, you feel love. When they open their mouth to greet you, you feel more love. And when I tell you, when I met with this team in Mexico, I felt at home. When I went to the company's factory, this is the first time I have ever gone into a factory and I felt like I could lay down and I could sleep on the floor. I don't want no blanket. It was clean. Everything was meticulously done. They have the best staff on the planet. But here we have Mr. Arvida tonight. Mr. Arvida, are you with us, sir?
Queen Bev, if he's out there, Mr. Arvida, can you just raise your hand so we can see you if you are out there?
Yes, I know he was on.
He's probably going to come back on.
Yeah, you want to look to see if his mic is unmuted? Because I know he was on just a few minutes ago.
I don't know what he's under at the moment.
Right.
Yeah. So just hit him back up and just ask him if he's on, and if he's on, so we can bring him back up.
Okay, no problem. And guys, I tell you, the experience that I had in Mexico last year, February, I'm telling you, I was not yet a member of Sankey Global, Dr. Rutan, when I went to Mexico. And when I saw, let me tell you something. In Jamaica, we said that persons, you do not get honor in your own country. And when I saw thousands of Mexicans was pouring in the event, I am like, I'm not sure what is happening here, because I am looking, Dr. Rutan, for persons to be coming from all different parts of the world. because most of the time you get no honor in your country. And that was one of my first, what I noticed first in that event, that the Mexicans were there in hundreds of thousands coming. The event was jam-packed with Mexicans. So it means that they believe in what their countrymen were doing, and that is big. Guys, wherever you are chiming in from tonight, I'm going to ask of you, and I'm literally begging of you, start taking...
Found Mr. Arvida, Bev, I found him.
Oh, you found him? Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Arvida, are you with us, sir?
Hello, hello, how are you doing today? Yes, finally I was able to unmute myself.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Arvida. I was just telling the team that, you know, when I came to Mexico and I met you, I met other leaders, it was love at first sight. I knew, and you know, Mr. Arvida, that when I came to Mexico, I was not a member of Sankey Global. I came on other mission. As a matter of fact, the biggest part of my mission was to find fault with this company and to come back to Jamaica and say to my entire team, you have made a mistake. But I came back with over a dozen eggs in my face. Why? Because there was nothing, sir, to find fault. Everything was A+++. But my question to you tonight, sir, talk to us from your heart. Why Sankey Global? Why the entire world? Because it is not about the Caribbean. Sir, you have gone above and beyond to ensure that the Caribbean were taken care of. You have gone above and beyond to make sure that we have products on the ground, sir. But before the Caribbean, sir, you would have looked at the formulation of this company. You would have been around the block and back, sir, but you have decided to partner with Sankey Global. Tell us why, sir. Give us your heart. Over to you, Mr. Arvida.
Well, thank you, Queen Burley. And I mean, I think that every time that somebody asks me that question is a very easy question, but at the same time, it's very difficult because I can tell you so many reasons on why Sankey, but I think that one of the most important ones is that we deserve to be happy and we deserve to fulfill our lives every day. And most of the times, every time that I talk with people, I don't see the brightness in their eyes. I don't see that they are enjoying their life to the fullness. I'm just seeing people that is sad, that is maybe a little bit tired of living the life in the way that it is, or that someone tells you that how the life needs to be. Sankey products and the philosophy that we have behind as a family company, or as a family-rated company, is that brings you back the happiness. And happiness means not just that you're going to be feeling well, is that we can, and we talk about with Dr. Edea the other day when Dr. Ola was here in Vegas at the corporate office, and we say, we want people to be superhumans. And it's not just to be in the middle of the not feeling bad, but also I'm feeling maybe more or less so is that you need to be in the opposite side of the illness and sickness. You need to be a superhuman. You need to be super happy. You need to feel the desire in your heart, in your veins, in your brain, in all your senses. You need to feel the vibration that you can achieve whatever you want and that you have the energy to do it. So this is why Sankey just created these 4 products, because we want that your house is perfectly clean from the inside to the outside with Belage. We want to close every door, every window in your house so nothing come and get dirty inside of your house. That's why Chronite. We want your body to live in perfect balance inside, everything in their place, working at the maximum potential, and that's why Inner 7. But also we want that every function that your house needs to do, it works correctly, that all the appliances, the electricity, the water, the flush system, everything work perfect, and that's why Sankey. So you want to live in the perfect house in the inside and the outside. You want to feel protected, and you want to feel that happiness because you have the energy to do whatever you want. And the best way that a human being can have every day is the feeling and the sensation that you can achieve whatever you want because you are perfectly designed to achieve whatever you want. And that's why Sankey is very valuable for me and for all the Sankey family members, because you will have the ability to fulfill your life, because it's not just about living the life every day, it's to live it with the fulfilled sensation that you are doing what you're destined to be and that you are what you're born to be. So this is a very short answer about why Sankey. But also, now that I have the microphone, I just want to ask every leader that is in this call, every queen and every king that is in this call, just to give a big, big, big round of applause and celebration to Dr. Ruth Ann, because we admire you. We love you, Dr. Ruth Ann. You have been a role model in this Sankey family, and you are the first one that is going to be driving a beautiful Mercedes, because your work and your effort and your dedication to help other people to achieve the dreams now is bringing you to the top. So congratulations. I'm so proud of you. So everybody, please join me with a big clap and celebration, because she deserves it. She's amazing. And I cannot skip this opportunity in front of connected tonight.
Wow.
To celebrate
Congratulations.
you.
That is
Congratulations, Dr. Ruta. You deserve it.
you are
Oh,
more
my
than
word.
deserve it.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Celebration
Welcome.
time in Bahamas. Let's
Celebration.
go.
Oh, my word.
Congratulations. It's really
Congrats.
better in the Bahamas.
Yeah, so maybe some people that is connected tonight, they don't understand what is this about, but she achieved the rank inside the company that we call platinum, when you receive a car from the company, beautiful Mercedes-Benz, and also ring and also jacket. But it's not about all the prizes and the cash and the money that she's going to be receiving. It's about how balanced she is in her life right now, and how many people she has been able to help to feel, look, and live better. Thank you, Ruth Ann. We love you. And thank you, Queen Beverly, for giving the opportunity to talk tonight. I'm here to serve you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Harvita. A big congratulations to Dr. Ruth Ann.
Yes.
Boy, we want to give her Dr. Ruth Ann, you're not getting a standing ovation. Doc, you have never ever called on Dr. Ruth Ann and she says no. She said, I will try. If she drop off of the call 100 times, she's coming back. If there is anybody on this call that deserves to drive that Benz, is Dr. Ruth Ann, because she has worked assiduously, voiceover and flyers on the call, day and night. Guys, let me tell you something. Dr. Ruth Ann is sitting in a wheelchair. If she can do it, you can do it too.
Yes.
Let me say that again. Dr. Ruth Ann will tell you her story. Girl, I can't. Look here, Dr. Ruth Ann, ensure that you get your ticket, because you definitely will be on that carnival move that we have coming up, that we are going to be planning. We need to see you in Jamaica. So you better get up out of that wheelchair and start running, because I'm going to walk you through the airport by the grace of God, because you are now standing. You are now standing. So those legs are going to make that step, Dr. Ruth Ann. Those hands are going to be getting stronger. Girl, I congratulate you. I salute you. I celebrate you. I love upon you. Here's a big hug and a kiss. Back over to you, Dr. Ruth Ann.
Wow.
You see, I don't, you see me, I don't say nothing, you know. Mr. Vita, really? Really?
I mean, you are agree with me. I cannot just leave this opportunity that Queen Beverly gave me. And yesterday night, I need to tell you, I was on tears, emotional tears, because I know, and I was watching some of the videos when you came to the company and you started with the company, and I was analyzing how you look and feel and and all the things before and the middle process, and now the after, and now seeing you standing up by yourself and doing your workouts, having this energy non-stop. I mean, I can just say thank you for believing us. And in me, you know that you have a very, very, very good servant. I want to serve you the best way that I can. And your life purpose is my commitment, is my life purpose as well.
Wow. Yeah, listen, y'all, I'm not good with emotions, okay? I tried to like bury my emotions a few years ago because I used to always have, sinus because of it. So I don't like to cry. So I'm not going to cry, and I'm just gonna keep laughing so I don't cry. But someone hit me up privately and they were like, okay, guess what? Now we need to hear your story. So this is the microbiome call, guys. This isn't the Ruth Ann story. It's not. But I want to say thank you to everybody for the congratulatory greetings. Thank you so much. And so now, just so you know, not only do I need a Mercedes, now I need a driver, right?
Yeah, I'm a good driver. No accidents, nothing.
Hey, Mama's like, I got you. But yeah. Yeah, but definitely I want to say thank you so much. And yes, it has been a journey, but all I can do is encourage everybody and say that this company has been consistent in its consistency. So are you, because once you take the products consistently, it will give you the energy to keep on going. And the more people that you help, it will give you the energy to keep on going. I have my sister friend, daughter, mother, cousin, brother, as we call ourselves on the line, Queen Donnelly Adderley. And, I can't get off this call without paying her homage as well, because, back in February, she was in a meeting with her team and we had just launched the Bahamas. And she told her team, and I was there on Zoom because I wasn't in Nassau at that time. Dr. Helen had already left the Bahamas, and she had the team there, and she's like, guys, who's going to be silver? Who's going to be gold? And she's like, you, Ruth Ann, you're going to be platinum. And I'm like, yeah, woo, yeah, woo. And I remember her saying that, and I remember her going around the room, and I remember Veronica was in that room, and a few others that are on this call were in that room. And sure enough, we've achieved the ranks that we stated that we were going to go for. And I never said anything. I just told them that I just wanted to serve them. And that's been always my goal, and it will continue to be my goal, because persons know it ain't about the money. And Queen Bev knows, last night, the first time on a call, I actually broke the money down. I don't talk about money, but I felt the need. The spirit hit me to talk to Jamaica about the money, because y'all really need the money. We all need the money, but Jamaica hungry. The Bahamas, we little hungry. We ain't hungry like we supposed to be hungry. I ain't gonna tell you like we little lazy sometimes. But we hungry, but we ain't hungry. You understand? But Jamaica, y'all have a spirit like no other, and don't allow anybody to put it out. But my story started back in 2015, when I was a very energetic person, exercised all the time. Did I eat the way I should have? No, I liked McDonald's fries, yes. But God swept me off my feet, guys. And so I have not been able to walk since 2015, but I did not give up. I have never gave up. Well, you know me and my English, so gave. Anyway, y'all ain't no English masters on this call, eh? Okay, but all I know is that I decided that I would live and not die. And back in 2017, I went into a coma. And guys, I was in another world that looked just like this world. And I have very vivid dreams and notes about what took place in that 12-day span of me not being on this earth. And I will tell everybody on this line, if you ever have anybody that's in a coma, speak to them as though they are alive, because they can hear everything that's happening to and around them, because I did. But after coming out of that coma, guys, I was so weak. I could not even brush my teeth, comb my hair, sit up, period. I could not sit up at all. My hands were clenched together. They would not open at all. My mom and my aunt used to come to my bedside with olive oil, and they would just literally stand there as they spoke to me. They would pour the olive oil in the palm of my hand. They'd open up my fingers, and they would just keep standing there talking to me and praying over me and pulling on my fingers, pulling on my hand, just to try to get it to stay open. So for the longest time, I could not get my hands to open. I couldn't even hold a fork, guys. I used to have to hold the fork and the spoon literally like a baby, you know, like when they clench the whole thing and they're like stabbing the meat and stabbing the salad. It used to drive me insane. Everybody always had to help me. And I still need a caregiver to this day, but so many things are happening in my body on a daily basis, but it allowed me to know my body. So I know when things are happening. You know, the other day I was telling my daughter, I said, oh, I know when I need to go to the bathroom now. Yeah, it's that bad, guys. That's how bad it used to be. I never even knew when I needed to go to the bathroom. And I'm talking 1 or 2. And yes, I'm being transparent here so that someone on this call who thought they came on here just to hear about a microbiome call and think that, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. If I could do it, listen, any of y'all could do it. Any one of you. I do it from my bed. I go to physical therapy 3 to 4 times a week, and I work from my bed. I do my graphic design from my bed. I do my voiceovers from my bed. I do everything literally from this bed with my desk in front of me and my laptop. That's it. So if I'm able to do it, guys, nobody has an excuse on this line regarding taking the products and or diving in and saying, you know what, I need to do something about my life. I need to change the environment. I'm not even able to pay bills. So I didn't want to make this about this call, but I guess that's the direction it went in. But I want to bring to the line with me right now, my sister, like I told you, she's sometimes my mother, sometimes that auntie that just won't cut your hip. But Queen, Nurse, Donnelly, Adderley, are you out there? I know you are, but you need
good
to
night, good
yourself.
night, good night, good night. As Dr. Helen would say, great day, great day, great day. What
yes,
a time
yes.
to be in Sankey Global.
Woo! Listen, guys, this right here is my ride or die right here. And I will tell you that not only congratulations to me, but congratulations to her. This lady is on my team, the first gold leader. So, girl, wait, how you mute yourself already? Where you came? If you don't unmute yourself, you see, that's the type of people she is. She just is to mute herself out. But she's my first gold leader, guys. This is Nurse Donnelly out of Nassau, Bahamas, and she has worked hard all year, just as I did. We've worked, we've served, but like Queen Beverly said, Beverly said it best. Mr. Avita has made it happen. When our borders were closing in the Bahamas, he made sure that we had product on the ground in the Bahamas right before the borders closed. We were able to help people with the COVID because Balaj was on the ground. I'm not asking you, and Nurse Donnelly could tell you, that's how it was. But before Nurse Donnelly and I tell you about these products and go into a little bit more depth, I want Sandra Davis out of Canada to come up and share her testimony about what transpired with her with these products. Sandra Davis, are you out there?
Yes, I'm out here.
Go ahead, take it away.
Good night, everyone. I am a survivor of the COVID-19. I'm presently on quarantine for 2 weeks. But my testimony is when I called my friend Marva, she said, Sandra, I don't like how you sound. And she said, I have some products, the products that I've been always telling you about. And she rushed the products to me. When was it? Maybe 2 days, 3 days ago. She rushed the products to me, and I reluctantly took the Belage, and in the night I took the Chronute. And I was surprised that after taking the stuff, oh, I felt much better. My doctor told me to take vitamin D, vitamin C, and sometimes I should take what do you call it there, Tylenol. But after taking the Sankey Global, the Belage and the Chronute, I was surprised how much I feel better in my health. And as of tomorrow, I will be coming off quarantine. I'm a full-time college student and also a part-time bus driver. So I'm a very busy person, always on the go, always helping people, right? So I just wanted to let you and your group know that this thing has helped me with the COVID. And I didn't want to keep silent about it because I was really surprised of how I feel after taking it.
Wow. Wow. Hey, Queen Bev, what say you about that one? Hey, Queen Bev.
Wow, 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 wow. Dr. Rutan. Wow, 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 wow.
And see, this isn't even a person that's in Sankey. You understand what I'm saying? No, she ain't even in Sankey yet.
She's not.
That's her trying the product. She tried the product.
What is she waiting on?
We have been preaching like John the Baptist in the wilderness, Dr. Rutan. We're begging person. We are saying, guys, try, because we know. And I will tell you, Dr. Rutan, if she had mixed the Belage, the Inner Seven, and the Craniod Fire, maybe she would have even, she would have get even better health if she mixed all three of them together, but then she would not know that and drink it 4 times per day, as hot as she can bear it. Guys, I don't know what you're waiting on. If you are on this call tonight and you are not on these products, you are missing out.
Yep.
You are missing. Dr. Rutan, I'm lost for words.
You have to be. You have to be when you talk about these products.
But I just want to say congratulations to Marva. Marva has been doing an absolute fantastic job in Canada. Marva, thank you so much. And I know as soon as everything is okay, girl, I know you're going to be driving your car. I know that because you are working on it. Back over to you, Dr. Rutan.
Thank you, Queen Bev. So nurse Auntie Donnelly. Queen, Auntie Nurse Donnelly, let's knock these products out for these persons because I know you be looking at the time for sleep. She's our sleep practitioner, guys. She teaches us and she gives us workshops on sleep, and then she tells us when we need to carry our hip to bed. So before she sends me text saying, Ruthann, it's time to wind down, let's do what we came here to do. So our Hasaki guys, our Hasaki nourishes the microbiota with over 596 metabolites. This 596 stands for such a great number because it has to do with the metabolic function, how much is needed to make sure that we metabolize our food correctly. It also improves protein absorption by 20%. And I'm going to let Nurse Donnelly explain to you why that's so important, but it also provides energy to trillions of the mitochondria. And that mitochondria is the energy of the cells and takes up about 70% of your body, okay? The mitochondria, because it's in every single cell. So nurse Donnelly, tell us why it's so important to have 20% absorption of protein in our body.
Dr. Ruthann, yes, I'm glad that you asked that. First of all, this is why the absorption of protein, this is why you and Darius actually have gained back muscle mass. The both of you had what we call atrophied muscle. This use of muscle tissue that had no use and you could not use them. That is how come now you can raise your hands. That is how come now your eyes are open. That is how come now you and Darius could go from a sitting position to a standing position. That's the reason why you and Darius are now making steps. Protein is a vital part of a daily nutrition. Some of us, when we say we're taking in our meats, what type of meats are we taking in? Are we taking in the meats that are going to rot in our bowels? Yes, guys, I'm also a hydrocolon therapist, you know. And guys, if you can get a plant-based diet, oh, I wish Dr. Franco was on this call. If you can get a plant-based diet where you could get protein absorption into the colon without having meat rot in your bowels, and your bowels sucking down on that meat, that rotted meat. Yes, guys, because when you eat red meat, the red meat takes almost about 2 weeks to come up your system. So if that is in your colon, and the colon, guys, is 7 feet long. So if that is in your colon for up to 2 weeks, what do you think is happening? When every time you eat in peristalsis, the colon then sucks down on all of this rotted meat in the bowels, then parasites form. And what did it do? It go back into your bloodstream. So if you could get on a plant-based diet, now everybody's not going to eat plant-based. You can eat your white meats, whatever. But if you get more on a plant-based product and you can have your protein into your diet, what happens is increases the hemoglobin, the oxygenation of the blood. So this is why, and also in the increase of protein actually leads more to protein, also leads more to lean muscle mass than fatty tissue. This is also why it also helps to build muscle, and you actually decrease in fatty tissue and you actually lose weight. Yes, guys, on the Sasaki. So back to you, Dr. Ruthann.
Wow. See, guys, that Hasaki is simply amazing. I had one today. I love my Hasaki. I mix it with what's the thing called? The mushroom. I add mushroom to it to make it like a coffee, because I don't drink coffee, but I like to add my chaga capsules to it, and I drink it as a coffee shake. It's delicious, absolutely delicious. The Belage, Belle Age, Beautiful Age, however you want to call it, just don't call it too late. Man, let it be your morning shower, guys. It reactivates your body's antioxidants, it increases energy production naturally. When you start taking this, you feel the difference. You know, you feel the difference. I remember Pastor Giselle Johnny, when she first took it in the meeting, she had so many complications. I was listening to her video yesterday of that. I did an interview with her and Rhonda Isaacs last year, and I was listening to her story again. She was passing out. She had leaky gut. She had severe thyroid issues. She couldn't eat anything. She walked a few feet, she would just faint out. When she said she sat in that meeting and drank that Belage, she said she felt when the fog cleared from her head. I know y'all sitting on this line saying, oh Lord, here they go, trying to sell a dream. No, these are testimonies. This is what happened. She's able to actually now eat food. Before, her diet had become like to nothing because she was becoming allergic to everything. All she could say was, what is this that you just gave me? We've had persons take this Belage, parents that are aging, ailment. Queen Dolly could tell you, had gone into, basically they had either dementia or Alzheimer's. They'd stopped talking. We had a teacher, she had retired already and literally had stopped talking. They had said it was onset dementia. And she started taking this Belage and literally freaked her family out one Sunday when her son called. And she was able to tell her son, he said, you know, he would just call and talk to her, knowing she would not answer, but he would talk. And he said, Mom, what you wearing today? And she said, I'm wearing my Sunday house coat. The daughter nearly passed out in the room because she was like, what? Are y'all hearing me? We're not here to cure or mitigate any disease. So I want y'all to understand, we're not saying that, but we are saying we have a product system that the Dr. Behe Diaz and his team invented and created and formulated for the purpose of making sure your microbiome was fed correctly, so that the microbiome, which King Clive told you earlier on, went from you having, I think, 90% human and 10% microbiome, microbials, to 36 months later, you being, King Clive, 99% microbial and 1% human or 10% human? What is it, King Clive?
So you start out 99% human cells, 1% microbial. And by 36 months, you are now 10% human, 90% microbial by cells and function.
Y'all hear what that, like what? 36 months later. And I say 36 months here. I don't even like to say 3 years because 3 years sound long. I do it like how my mommy do. 36 months. She's telling you, you have 36 months more to graduate. Yes, ma'am.
Let me just help everybody on this line. Belage is just stem cell in a box, guys. We're paying $1 million, millions and millions and millions of dollars to go all over the world to have stem cells. When we have stem cell right here in a box right in the front of you. That's Balaj. That is what Balaj does. And I don't know if King Clive Campbell, if he can actually go into what, or just briefly explain what he said just now by the microbial. And so when the microbial is built, that can be done through stem cell. And this is what we have here, the Balaj in the box, stem cell in a box. Am I right or am I wrong?
100% plant-based, 100% plant-based. It activates your body.
Your renewal,
Activates.
all of your blood come from stem cells.
Thank you.
All of your immune system come from stem cells. It's the regenerator of the body. And can you imagine the microbiome is what monitors and supervises the bone, what comes out of the bone, because the bone marrow that all of this happens in. So friends, if we begin to understand the missing pieces, you know, your gut feeling is that something is missing, something is not right, something needs to be told. And here it is, your gut feeling is right. Something is missing. It is the microbiome, is the missing piece of the health jigsaw puzzle. Now we know, we see the connection, the void has been gapped, and we have the answers.
And listen, I can tell y'all right now, here in the Bahamas, I paid $2,000 back in 2016, right before I went to the States and was diagnosed with NMO, neuromyelitis optica. I paid $2,000 for blood, my own blood. They pulled out 12 vials of blood and they removed, it turned from red blood into the stem cell that was in my blood. And then they re-injected myself with my stem cells so it could activate. $2,000, guys. Them stem cells never did anything to what this same product system, this formulas, this technology has done. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. I did physical therapy 5 days a week, 3 at physical therapy, 2 in the gym. Every single week. And every week, come Friday, Saturday, my body would say, oh, I'm tired, let me rest. Come Monday, it was as if I didn't do last week. Now, literally, every single week, every single day, I feel another layer muscled up every single time. And you know how your muscle is stay sore for a couple days and weeks? That's what happens. So now I would say I'm always kind of in pain, but not a bad pain, guys. It's a good pain because I know something's happening this time. So every time, like I told them last night on the call, I can lay down now on my back and I can actually feel when I breathe out and in, and I can feel when I pull my stomach in. I never could do that before. My stomach never moved. I could breathe in and my stomach wouldn't move because I had no muscles. Y'all don't understand how important muscles are. So this Balaj also increases hydration at the cellular level, hydrates the brain. Guys, not many things can permeate the brain barrier, but the Balaj can because of nanoparticles. It's nano size, very minuscule. So it's able to actually get in there. It hydrates the brain. So it helps with the dementia, helps with the Alzheimer's. Also, of course, helps with the gut. Why? That's that anxiety and that depression. You heard King Clive earlier talking about the I forget which thingam it is, but it helps to deal with your happy hormone.
Serotonin.
There you go. See, I might not know the words to spit them off like that, but I know what he's talking about. Guys, I'm telling you, this Balaj is amazing. It's simply amazing. Queen Donnelly could tell you. Queen Bev, did you have something to say? Sorry, I saw you flash.
That's okay. I was just laughing when you said you don't know the words to spit them out. That's just like me. I can't.
Hey, you have them. You know what he's talking about, but you can't get it. You can't get it out fast enough.
Not at all.
Trust me, but guys, y'all don't understand. Like you heard what our guest Sandra said, and soon to be distributor, soon to be gold leader in Canada. Yeah, I said it, Sandra. Because if you have a testimony, you could share it. I don't say much on calls. I only share what I've been through, what I've seen happen, getting on these calls and listening to other testimonies. But guys, in a 7, this is a bad. Yes, sorry, go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. you know, I just want to add something there, as you said, with your bodybuilding. And guys, I've nursed this lady, but I just want to switch it a little bit. If I know there are mothers on this line, and just to say something short, if you have a child and your child is growing well, then all of a sudden, at the age of 3, your child stopped walking, and you take your child to Miami Children's Hospital, Boston Children's Hospital, Atlanta Children's Hospital, National Institute of Health, Cuba, Canada, and nobody can diagnose your child. Nobody can say what's going on with your child. And I met Mr. Avita there down in Fort Lauderdale in 2019. And he gave everyone in that room free boxes of the 10-day system. Y'all ain't hearing me. And the thing about it is, I went to Fabiola and I asked her, I said, Fabi, I told her my son's story. And she said, go ahead, have another box. And they gave me another box just for my child. And guys, my child had physiotherapy, everything done. Ruth Ann knows every year I spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars carrying my son away for therapy. And nothing worked. And to see my child had been on this product for just over a week and was able to hold a walker that he had sitting in the corner in plastic, brand new, that he couldn't use, and to use for the first time, to stand up on his own for the first time and make steps after 10 whole years. And the only thing we had to lean on was the Psyche products. Guys, I don't know what you guys are waiting for, especially you guys who are parents, to know that this did for a child. After 10 years of not being able to move, he's now able to move. He's now able to jump. Guys, stem cell in a box. That's all I have to say. Stem cell in a box. Doctors couldn't even answer the questions, but Sankey did. So thank you, Mr. Avita. Thank you, Sankey. Thank you, Dr. Ruth Ann. Thank you, Dr. Franco. Thank you, Dr. Helen. Thank you, Fabi. Thank you, King Kai Campbell. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank God.
I don't know if you could say it any more than better than that, guys. I'm telling you, these products have done some amazing things in everybody. And I want y'all to also understand that it's not just for sick people. So please, you see this person running on the thing on the Balage, right? This for healthy people that you think you're healthy. But man, when you think you're healthy and you go take that Balage, you be like, uh-oh, you get your little step back. Oh, got my groove back. You know that little, y'all ever do the groove dance? I need to one day do it on the camera, the groove dance. The groove dance is that little, y'all know the dance I'm talking about, right? Y'all both everybody got their 2 hands to their side and they just go, It does that. I'm telling you, it makes you do the groove dance. Guys, the product is amazing. It is for athletes as well. It is for kids. She said her child, my grandbaby from 4 has been taking Balage and Canoe. The other day she had a cold when she came home from school. She had vomited. As soon as she came into this house, Balage, Canoe, and Inner7 warm. She can't drink it hot because she's a baby. I had her drink it warm. She drank that twice. Man, more mucus came out of her. No, erroneous amounts of mucus. She was better in less than a day and a half, 2 days later. So guys, the products. Yes, the products help for persons that have strokes. Yes, they do. Because guess what? Stimulation, energy, blood circulation. Yes, they do. The Balage, especially Inner7. But see, I'm going to now talk about the Inner7, and I'm so happy my fellow unicorn, my sister nurse, aka doctor, came on, because this is her baby. But I can tell you what it say on this paper, on this slide, and then she can break down what the Inner7 is. But the Inner7 comes from 321 meters down in the Okinawa Ocean in an area cornered off for medical research, okay? And guys, this improves natural defense mechanisms. It's purified salt water, about 60 milligrams of salt. And yes, I know everybody, oh, child, I can't. No, listen, if you believe you can't eat salt or whatever, well, use it as your seasoning. because Queen Bev could attest to that. Use it as your seasoning. You don't need to add nothing. Use that. That's all the minerals you need. You want to do your boiled egg in the morning? Throw a little bit of Inner 7 over it. It balances your pH to 7. It stimulates relaxation and revitalization. Guys, this is for those with thyroid, hormonal, menstrual issues. And thyroid isn't just for women. I had a man come here the other day. He bought a Belage and an Inner 7 because he has severe thyroid. He gained so much weight because of his thyroid. So it's a myth to think that only thyroid happens in women. It improves digestion and it recovers your body's essential minerals, because not only does this have the main ingredients of magnesium and potassium, it has I think another 60 minerals inside of it. So Queen, Joy, Doctor, AKA Dr. Denise, are you out there? Did you make it to the call?
Oh, yes. Oh gosh, I can't hide. I just love to hear
no, you
guys.
can't hide.
I'm just listening. I was just on another call there, and I was talking about the whole endocrine system, and I was talking about everything concerning all the organs that involves the endocrine system. And folks, would you believe what Dr. Rutan is saying about this Inner 7? Has all the minerals that is going to regulate that thyroid, parathyroids, the adrenals, the pituitary gland, the everything. It's food. I have to agree with Nurse Donnelly. All these products is stem cells on steroids. Believe me, because these products are really, really doing what it says it does, and bringing life to persons with all these conditions that Dr. Rutan has just been talking about here. And I must tell you that the Inner 7 has all the minerals, the potassium, the magnesium, the copper, selenium, and all of these silent ones that the body needs in order to rejuvenate and regenerate itself, to repair nerves, to break down the lipids, the fats. Potassium helps in regulating the blood levels, oxygenating the blood, giving that heart that strength, that power, regulating heartbeat by the catalyst effect of working on the thyroids and parathyroids in digestion. Inner 7, as it rightfully says, you see, improves digestion. In today's world, metabolizing is just not happening. We have slept 2020 and we're still sleeping halfway in 2021 because our body is not active. So everything, the hypoxia in our bloodstream has just slowed down. So these minerals are just revitalizing, powering up and strengthening the body and its quest for wellness so that it can do and function as it needs to give all those nerves and brain function, fogginess. Persons have been feeling, the foggy sensation. These masks that we are wearing is constricting our breathing patterns and all of these things. So at the end, we need the Inner 7 so that the body can rejuvenate and regenerate and vitalize its systems. Also, the copper regulates in terms of high blood pressure and all of these that is going on with our system. I cannot be more, I speak with passion and conviction at the same time, because at the end of the day, I know a lot of you have said, and Ms. Dundee would have said it over and over. You know what? Why our body needs minerals? If we don't have minerals in our bodies, that life force that you have been hearing us talking about, microbiome and the mitochondria in those cells, over 43 trillion cells in our bodies. If we don't have the minerals, the cells are not able to absorb, to send the correct signals to do what these organs throughout the endocrine system needs to do to regulate our bodies. So folks, we really have something powerful in our hands, and we have not to take this for granted. Back over to you, Dr. Rutan.
Wow. See, guys, I tell you that's our baby right there. Don't worry. I'm going to be able to regurgitate that one day. One day I will be able to regurgitate that. I need to, after this, I listen to this recording, I can block off that same in a 7-part and I can listen to it over and over again until I'm able to just say that as eloquently as you did. So guys, our Cronwy Fire, it reduces the absorption of calories and sugars and carbs, deals with the gastric protection and antioxidation, and increases thermogenesis to remove fatty tissue. Simply put, high blood pressure, diabetes, cleaning of the arteries when it comes to cholesterol. This product right here, it flushes it. It actually, when you take in the sugars and the carbs from the day, it actually then adheres to the proteins and pushes it out of your system. Takes it out and pushes it out either through bowels, or your urine. You will see something happening. And guess what? The up effect, ain't no side effect. Up effect of this product is you are going to sleep. There's like, we call it the sprinkle effect. You take your Cronwy Fire nice and hot, right when you're ready to go to sleep. You might not be tired, but you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to sleep. But you know you're going to kind of flop and turn and toss. You take that. There's a sprinkle time, as we call it, a 20-minute sprinkle where it just suddenly goes, time to go to sleep. And literally, it puts you to sleep. And you wake up refreshed. You don't wake up tired and feeling like, oh, wow, why did I take that? I shouldn't have taken that. You actually feel like, okay, I got this. I can do this. I can do this. However, it also has an effect. If you take it in the day, in the morning, you can drink it with your ballage and it will burn the fat as well at that time as well. It starts burning the fat around your midsection because I drink it in the morning. And what I love about it is the fact that I haven't gained weight and I'm sitting in a bed. That was my greatest fear, that I would not be able to have a caregiver that would be able to like lift me, move me, because you don't want to be big and heavy because then you can break people back. You know what I mean? So my goal was always never to look to gain weight. And with this product system, it definitely assists and aids with just that. You don't have to worry about the weight gain. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen when you're drinking your products. You heard Queen Lola. She said basically she was just drinking her products. She's lost weight with it. Nurse Donnelly could tell you she started getting her youthful figure back just drinking the Cronwy. She didn't change anything else. Drink her Ballage, drink her Cronwy. That's all she was doing, because it helps to do that and it gives you that sleep that you definitely need. So guys, that is our 4-product system. It is simply an amazing product system, but guess what? We have the certifications to prove. You heard Pastor Searson say it. He looked up in the JAMA for us. He looked up in the PDR. He wanted to see it for himself. It's there. Blue Ocean Strategy. Everything is there, guys. Awards upon awards to the Sankey Mayor Labs. That is our parent company, okay? For all of these active ingredients, the Bovia for the Hasaki, the Bovia is from the cacao. It is a cold pressed formula. All our products are cold pressed formulas. Why? To get all of the nutrients out of the products. But guess what? We are farm to table and we're proud of it. We own the farms that our products are created from. The farms, we know what goes in the soil. We actually control all of that. The Inner 7, like I told you, it's cornered off medical research area in Okinawa, Japan. It's specified just for that. The Auxilia Night Reset, that has to do with the Cronwy Fire. The Orzod enzyme, guys, when we started in Sankey back in 2019, we were on Orzod enzyme 3. Okay, that was the formulation that they were on. We are now on 5, Orzod enzyme 5, because they have realized that when they started dealing, like not started, but they constantly working on this microbiome, they found that when they started curating the bacteria off of the olive leaves in the fields every 28 days, because that's what they're using, the bacteria off the leaves, okay, to make this fermentation process, cold fermentation process, they found that when they collected every 28 days, just like a woman's cycle, because where does the microbiome come from? You heard King Clive, the women. So they found that it becomes even more powerful and more stronger when they collect it every 28 days based on a woman's cycle. Like, what? Who thought of that one? I wonder if it was a woman scientist. I think that's really cool, eh? But we have the research manuals for those individuals that say, I need to know more. I get what y'all are saying. I've heard your testimonials. Y'all moved me, but I'm one of those individuals. I just need to see it for myself. Well, child, we don't run from it. We have them. Get back to the person that brought you to this call. Ask them, let them know you want to see the research manuals. We can get them for you. But I like to draw everybody's attention to the little thing in the middle that says BSCG. It's certified drug-free for all the athletes. That is the golden seal that athletes have to have on any product that they take to prove that it's certified drug-free to be in programs like the NBA, the MLB, anything that has to do, running Carifta, running in the Olympics. That symbol is what they want to see because they want to prove that it's drug-free. And like I said, it's 100% plant-based, kosher, non-GMO. Guys, advanced delivery system that is patented by us means it gets into the bloodstream immediately. Within 20 minutes, you can see what happens in your bloodstream. And so tonight, I want my sister from another mister all the way in Jamaica to close us out with how you can get started, whether it's a customer, whether it's a member, whether it's a business owner, whichever you choose. But Queen Beverly, are you out there?
I am right here, Dr. Rutan. Wow, 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 wow. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Dr. Denise. Wow, you are the boss. And as Dr. Rutan said, we're going to study and we're going to regurgitate because we have to study for at least a month those words. But we will get it. We will get it. Am I not correct, Dr. Rutan? We will get it. When we grow up, we want to be like Dr. Denise and Clive. Okay, guys. There are 3 ways to get these products, and I want you to take copious notes now. All right. You can get these products as a retail customer. It means that the persons who have invited you to this call, you can just get back to them and they will sell you a product. What they will tell you the cost because different persons have different retail price. There are persons who don't want to come into the business as a customer or a distributor, but you need to take the products so you can purchase the products from the person who brought you to this call. All right, that's one. Sankey Global is now giving you 2 ways to be a part of the system itself. So you can be a part of the system as customers and you can be a part of the system as distributors. So let me go customers first. As a customer, the person who invites you to this call, they will send you a link, that link called Shop. You will click on it, you will scroll down, you will see all the products. You can purchase 1, 2, 3, a package, however you want that. You can purchase your product as a customer. The company is going to send you an email, so you will always have your website, can go back in and continue to purchase as a customer. Nothing is wrong with that. If you are taking the products as a customer and you feel in your spirit, you feel moved, you feel that responsibility that you need now to share with someone, go right ahead. You can now upgrade yourself by paying an additional $55 in order to become a Sankey distributor. But I feel that there are a lot of persons right here. I don't care whether you're in Jamaica, Bahamas, Trinidad, Canada, we all are suffering from the same problem, bad health and what? Not enough money. We need additional wealth. We need to diversify our portfolio. We need multiple streams of income. And I don't care where you live, a dollar is a dollar, and it's going to finish at the same time. So Sankey Global is saying to us, here you have an opportunity to partner with us and be a distributor. In becoming a distributor in this company, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 package. As a matter of fact, 6 packages that you can choose. There is nowhere on this planet that you are able to start a business with $159, all except Sankey Global. So right in front of you, you see a package, Sankey Fit 10D package. That package gives you a taste of all the products. So there is an Asaki there is some Belage, there is some Crenute Fire, there's an Inner 7, there is a cup for you to mix your shake. That package will give you a taste of all the products, and you can choose that package to become a distributor. We have another package right there. It is called the Basic Pack. When you look at it, you realize that it also have everything in it. That package is for $299 US. So you are able to even sell back some of that product. But let's say you have a big family, then that package can share, because I do believe that you should start at home. So you will pay $299 for that package. There you over here, you have the Sankey Unified Pack. You have what? 2 Bellage and 1 Grenade Fire. This package where you are getting 3 for the price of 2. This is also an awesome package. Why? Because you are looking at our flagship product in that package, which is the Bellage. Everybody, let me tell you something, guys. You have your kids at home. The Bellage is very tasty. Instead of mixing sugary juice and put it in that refrigerator, please mix the Bellage, put it inside of the refrigerator, have them drink that one for juice. It does. If you have parrot on the outside, put the Bellage in the parrot water, he may just talk. If you have your poodle puppy there, give it to him, because you want everything around you. As a matter of fact, based on what Mr. Campbell said, everything have a microbiome, and Dr. Denise, that need to be fed. So that's an absolute awesome package. When you move over, you're seeing one that is called the executive package. Somebody might say, wow, me not spend so much money. Let me tell you something. When you purchase the executive package for $5.99, if you decide to sell some of the products from that, you are going to make at least at $800 to $900 US profit on top of the $5.99, because that package have a whole lot of stuff. There are persons who want to get real serious about their business. You can merge. 1, 2, or 3 of you can merge together and purchase the Pro Pack, because I can tell you this for sure, because I've seen it. The Pro Pack is for $1,149. It's a whole shop of products. But one thing I will tell you, you are going to earn back your $1,149 plus at the minimum $2,500 US extra on that package, because it's a lot. Guys, wow. Look at this now. All these packages, as Dr. Rutan spoke about the compensation plan earlier, that we can earn from it. All these packages, you look at them, you notice 2 of them have 50 points, 1 of 100, 1 of 200, 1 of 400. The company is going to reward you when someone purchases one of these packages from you by giving you about 90% of those volume points. For example, the 2 packages that is saying to you, that is telling you that they have 50 points, the company is going to give you about $45 US each. So let's say you brought 2 persons into the company and they came on at the lowest package. Sankey Global is going to say to you, wow, thank you. Here is $90 US. Let me tell you something. $90 US in Jamaica today is over 14,000. When you get to the $299 package, Sankey Global is going to give you back $80. From the 200 point, 180. From the 1,000 package, 400. And that is just one way in which Sankey Global pay you, because we pay 12 ways, guys. I normally said to persons, there's no reason for us to go through the 12 ways. Why? Because when you do number 1, 2, 3, when you make that star by having only 3 customers and 2 journey pioneers with the lowest package, you would have already earned over $240 US. Guys, that is over $35,000 today in Jamaica. What would $35,000 in Jamaica at a day and an age like this, do to your pocket? Guys, I can tell you this. Dr. Rutan did not study, try to do, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the compensation plan. But because she focused on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is why she's the winner of the Mercedes-Benz tonight. And we want to congratulate her. So guys, these are awesome package for you to start a business. In Trinidad, in Jamaica, and in Bahamas, soon you can get your products within 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours after you purchase, because Mr. Harvida has ensured that the products are on the ground. You don't need to wait at your courier service. And we are going through the Caribbean to make sure that all the Caribbean island have a fulfillment center. If I have anything to do with it, it doesn't matter where you are, there is going to be a fulfillment center that you can pick up your products. So guys, again, it was an absolute amazing and a fantastic evening. And I just want to turn it right back over to the beautiful Dr. Ruth Ann.
And thank you so much, Queen Bev. And also, we forgot to mention Turks and Caicos. So the young lady that was on earlier and said she was from Turks and Caicos, we actually have a fulfillment center in Turks and Caicos. So we can't leave them out. So we don't, like Queen Bev said, we come in, we can hit each island. We're going to hit each island because we want it to be as easy as possible for persons to be able to get the products. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Don't forget, we have US on the line too. I just came back from them and they're on the line. We have US on the line today. We have Florida on the line tonight.
Oh yes, and guys, y'all can just order. Y'all literally can order, get the link from the person that invited you to the call, and it takes 3 to 4 days for you to get your product. You instantly can get your product. You know, so it's like literally only 3 to 4 days and you will get your product. It is available to you. So guys, don't miss out. Like that's all Queen Bev saying, King Clive saying, you know, Queen Donnelly is saying, Queen Joy is saying, Moava, all of us are saying the same thing. Just don't miss out. Don't miss out. And it's not about the money, it's about your health. You know, it is about your health. Is there a video to invite persons? Well, maybe there is. I think there is. We have a few, well, we have a whole, I think to the bottom that we're talking about our Sankey Share app, Miss Watson. That Sankey Share app, you literally can utilize that to invite persons. You can send videos. There's videos on there. There's everything. Like they have thought of everything that you possibly can think of in a business that you would need. We have it. You know, you want that high-tech app? We have it for the phones where you literally have everything in the palm of your hand. You just send, click, and get paid. Send, click, send the information. All of that is there for you. Okay? All of that is there for you. And,
you know,
go ahead, sorry.
Yes, you know what I want to add to that, to Dr. Ruth Ann? And you could tell us if that is the same thing that is happening in Bahamas. In Jamaica, it's not very easy to get a credit card. A lot of persons in Jamaica are unbanked because of some of, you know, the requirements that the banks are asking. And here we have an opportunity. I think I have a beautiful job, as I always said, because I work with a monopolistic organization, a government organization, which most persons covet, let me say that, because it would be considered, Dr. Ruth Ann, to be an excellent job. But I'm not stupid. I'm not going to be fooled, because at the end of my tenure, I'm going to be getting 40% of all that I've worked for the over 21 years that I've been there. And I'm sure that inflation is not going to allow me, Dr. Ruth Ann, to survive on that. Absolutely not. And I also run a business. And I am doing network marketing for over 34 years. I've bought house and I have bought cars from this business. And there are persons, and it's a lot is a network marketing. Let me tell you something. The richest persons around the world, Dr. Ruth Ann, they count their net worth. And their network becomes their net worth. And I want us to know, grab it and embrace it. But let me go back to the card. This company, when you are paid in this company, all you need to do is just apply to get an iPayout card. You need to start using a card to shop that you don't have to pay back the bank a cent. You need to allow your network to put the kind of money that you want on your card. Are you seeing me, ma'am?
Yep.
When you work in Sankey Global and you are being paid, you don't have, when that card is finished, as a matter of fact, I don't allow my cards to be finished. I ensure that each week money is going on that card, because the bank can't ask me any question, because that card is for me, myself, and I. Over to you, Dr. Ruth Ann.
Yeah, guys, you know, that's the truth. And you're speaking the truth, Queen Bev, because I know persons always bring me the money and I have to use my card and I got to add the bank fees and all that good stuff. And like she said, we have to, if it's the business that you want, you got to make provisions. You got to figure out the provisions and don't make excuses. There are no, I don't believe in excuses. You know, my kids know that I'm a little harsh on them because of the fact that, you know, they can see their mom. I'm doing it. I'm making it happen. You know, last month I was able to give my son braces, put braces on his mouth, and it wasn't my money, it was Sankey. I paid the light bill. That was $400 and something. That's Sankey money. Another 400 this month, Sankey money. Mortgage, Sankey. That's where the money's coming from. You know, the bank called me today, said, oh, you made a large deposit or something. I said, yeah, because I Western Union in my money because I found it was easier for me to send my money in through Western Union. And then I deposited it and they were like, oh, that deposit was large. I said, well, you notice that I have deposits come from a company every single week, right? They're like, yes. I said, yeah, I do network marketing. And I'm proud to say I'm a professional network marketer. So guys, the products are simply amazing, simply amazing, simply amazing. Y'all got to hear this. But, you know, the wealth of a country, this ain't the wealth of you, but the wealth of a country is tied up in the health of a country. Oh. So look around your country. Look around your country. And if you don't see any wealth dropping in your lap, think about everybody that's sick around you. Queen Donnelly is on here. You have Nurse Joy from Trinidad and Tobago. If Dr. Yvonne was on there, all of them could tell you the rate of sickness is up to like 98% in the islands. 98%.
The hospitals are full.
Man, come on. Y'all see what happening in India? Man, come on, man. Guys.
You know, one writer says, Dr. Rutan, if you lost your job and you are not able to live 6 months to a year without finding another job, you are living dangerously.
Yes.
And I'm sure that there are persons on this call tonight. If you wake up tomorrow morning and that job, that means just over broke, you are told that they no longer need you. Let me tell you something. Within a day, you put on at least 10 years on your age. You have an opportunity right here with Sankey Global. And in Jamaica, we would say, sort yourself out.
Yep.
Sort yourself out. And we are ensuring that we're going to stay here to hold your hand. Cut your eyes up with matchstick if that's what we have to do to keep you awake, so that we can lead you, we can teach you, we can help you. If you can't talk, we will talk for you because we have been practicing to talk for years. We don't have to get the English right. We just want to ensure that you understand. That's what we are here for. And what I'm loving about this team, while we are separated by geographical boundaries, we are not separated because technology is causing us to be here together so that we can share, we can work with each other. And that is amazing. Years ago, that would not have happened. Years ago, Dr. Ruth and I would have to write you a letter and wait for you to get that letter. I don't know how I could I could not get that knowledge because we had to go to the post office and wait. You don't have that anymore. Dr. Pereira is over there in Trinidad. Amazing girl. I'm telling you, I can't wait for you all to meet her. A girl with a heart of love. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's saying. She's the best blood analysis. I don't even want to call the word because I don't even know what it is. But whatever it is, she does. And when she speaks, she's not speaking of something that somebody told her. This is what she experienced on a daily basis. And these are the kind of support that we have right here with us. Guys, we could talk for 2 days. But you know what? We want you to go drink your Crenute Fire and go to your bed. So, Dr. Rutan.
Amen, Beverly.
Let me just,
hey, Donnelly. Yes.
Yeah, thank some persons.
Yes.
Just want to recognize the Canada team led by none other than Marva Lindsay. Canada is in the house. Want to recognize Revival Time Tabernacle from Canada, aka RTT. Also, Faith Worship Center. Faith Worship Center in Canada. Latoya Mullins, also from Canada. Also want to recognize that I don't know if he's still on, Reverend Searson, Dr. Lola Thompson, Dr. Denise, Nurse Adderley, Dr. Ruth Ann, Bev Holness, all our special guests and friends. You have made it, as we would say, a Catawampus night. It was very special indeed. And I thank you for what you are you have done in being with us tonight and what we are doing as a Caribbean country. Mr. Avida himself bless us and graced us with his presence tonight, announcing and congratulating Queen Ruth Ann Lightmore. You deserve it, Dr. Ruth Ann. You are a peach of a lady. And if there is anybody in this company that deserves such honor, you do. You have never said no. You are the most willing soul. And although Dr. Helen Delahousse Clay said, no one will outserve me, I know you guys are good friends, so no one will outserve you either. So I just want to chime in to say thanks to you all for all that you have done and making this call what it is. And of course, next week, Tuesday, we already have Dr. Lola Thompson. That will be coming on. It's going to be great. So Queen Dr. Ruth Ann, I'll let you close off, please.
Well, like we always say here at the Microbiome Project, we are here to serve you. We are here to serve your microbiome. Some good, healthy, loving food. You know, like we putting a big plate of Bellage out there with a little bit of Canoe for the evening, and we throwing some NS7 on there. We're gonna sprinkle it over with some Hasaki to make sure that microbiome knows what it needs to eat and to balance it out. So guess what? So that the body can do what God created it to do. Right before we go and close out, there were 2 questions here, and I don't like to leave it without answering questions because then people think you're just ignoring them, and I don't want people to think that. For either Nurse Dawn Lee or our beautiful Dr. Denise, there was someone that asked about, where is it? I can't find it. Irritable bowel syndrome. So I just wanted to know if y'all could answer that.
Wow. Denise, you want to get it or you want me to get it?
Go right ahead, Nurse. You take it away.
Oh, I love you, girl. The irritable bowel syndrome, first of all, is what you're eating. You have to change your diet. And this may be a little gross what I'm gonna say, but I have to say it. Most of the times when we have digestive issues going on in the body, it means that we're backed up like a backup toilet. As Dr. Franco would say, you're full of doo-doo. I remember going down there in 2019, I was sitting next to Dr. Franco. And Dr. Franco said to me, because man, look here, Mr. Avida and Dr. Helen and Fabiola, they look here. They had that emballage and pictures, ice on the tables, man. And look here, I just flew in from the airport. They were there the night before, but because of my work, I only could come that morning. And I went straight, I didn't even check in. I went straight into the meeting room and I was drinking that. And Dr. Franco said, young lady, be careful how you're drinking that. I'm watching you. I had a whole picture for myself. Guys, a couple minutes after that, my stomach started saying, broop. Broop. Look here.
Got you, girl. I know that feeling.
Guys.
Yep.
I don't want to gross you out. I am a colon hydrotherapist and a nurse. And I was surprised at what happened to me. And I don't want to gross you guys out, but we all need to hear this. I went into the restroom and I flushed 5 times. 5 times. That's why Dr. Franco warned me. But Ruth was right there next to me. That's why she can laugh.
The large coloscopy.
Oh, Jesus.
With the irritable bowel syndrome, that person needs to be on the Hasaki for the flora of the gut and the microbiome of the gut. That person, if they're not hypertensive, they also need to be on the NS7, the Canoe, and the ballage. They need the full system. And so somebody like that with irritable bowel syndrome, first of all, they need to have, I don't know if you have a colon hydrotherapist near you, but I suggest that you get to a colon hydrotherapist, have some colonics done, and after your first colonic is done, jump right on the 10-day system. Right in front of you, there's that thing in the little box. You need that 10-day system to jumpstart, because there's a booklet in there which the company has that actually guides you through the 10-day with the meals, how to take the products, and what to expect, and your daily report, and the way. Look here, it is right there all for you in the 10-day system. So I would really encourage you to get the 10-day system and to get the booklet and do exactly what it says right after having a colonic done. So back to you, Dr. Ruthan.
Wow. See, guys, I just wanted to make sure to answer that question. So I don't like people, coming on asking a question and then we're not able to assist you with those answers. But we will definitely have another psyche scription, as we call it, where we help you out with how to take the products. And it might be another night from the microbiome night, because we want to give homage to the microbiome and give it as much information as possible. So maybe we'll have a psyche scription another night, where King Clive brings us on, and then we have Nurse Adderley and Dr. Pierre just assisting us with giving those scriptions, those Sankey scriptions, where persons can understand how these products can assist them with different things, because people, they want to know and they want to be able to take it. So guys, get on the products. Just get on the products. If if you're skeptical and you don't want to get buy-in, fine. Use the sample program. It's there. It's for free. Just pay the shipping. You get an 8-day supply. You heard what she said. She drank 4 glasses cold. And guys, it was cold. It was really good. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. It was icy cold. It was really good. Icy cold. Make you just want, you don't want to slap your mama. So guys, definitely you need to get on the products. Get back to the person that brought you to this call. I want to say thank you to King Clive. You're absolutely simply amazing. So thank you. And like Marva, listen, you're simply the best. So thank you so much for always being on the calls. You're always in communication in the chat, keeping that chat box alive, letting people know, just talk to us. We're human. We don't bite. Here to serve. So thank you guys. Hey, so Marva, you have anything to say?
I said bites on request only. No, but you know what I wanted to say tonight is that we take things for granted. And now we're in Toronto and we're getting people that work hard in the community. They're dying of COVID and diabetes. It hurts. I've been crying. I'm crying ever since I started with the Sankey. It doesn't make me soft, just make me aware, because I didn't cry when my mom died. I didn't cry when my dad died. I was just so numb for years. I cried about my mom about 5 years ago. I just burst out crying for Thanksgiving because she was not there. But what it made me cry the most, it's when this lady, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, she said that she and her mom are taking the formulas, and her mom is responding. And I'm telling you, I cried because these formulas were not available when my mom was ill with Parkinson's disease. And I'm saying, look, I could have my mom. My mom gave all of her children keys to the house. And if you knock on the door or ring the doorbell, you're going to stay out. Where's your key? She's not letting us in. Because we live there. She says, this is your house. Your husband throw you out. You don't even take your clothes. Just come. So I miss my mom. And to know that people are benefiting from this, I'm just, because my mom could not. And it wasn't that the formulas were out and I didn't know about it. It wasn't available yet. But I thank God for those who are alive now. Keep your mom and dad alive. Keep yourselves alive, your children. It's important that you just don't come and sit here and think that we're trying to sell you something. I didn't come to buy anything more than to get into this and know about it. I didn't come to sell anybody anything. I just want to be better. Clive, I talk to Clive every single day. over and over. I call him for everything until he decided to start teach me things. He tell me where to go on Google or read this article. I know some things, so many things about the microbiome that I never thought possible. The first time I heard microbiome from Clive, I didn't even know that I know how to pronounce this thing. Now I can spell it in my sleep. I could probably spell it backwards if I try, because I believe what I see in myself. I couldn't take a deep breath after having double pneumonia for 4 years. I couldn't take a deep breath without coughing. One night of drinking the canoe fire, the next morning, phlegm all over my mouth into my nostrils. Next thing you know, I took a deep breath for the first time. I got up in the morning after taking the Balage the day before. I'm getting dressed. I'm going out. I exercise. I warmed up first, like Coach Carmen said that I should. Oh yeah, she's tough. And I go out and I walk and I come back and I do some more. Then I just to cool down, take my shower, and by the end of the day again, I am exercising again. 5 days into taking the canoe fire, I lost 5 pounds. I'm not even trying because I decided I'm not going to diet again. I'm just going to eat my way to health. And that's what I intend to do. So I'm encouraging all of you people, those don't take this lightly. We're not telling stories. We're speaking the facts. We're talking about what things that happen to us, people we know, our families. Join in on the movement and live. Thank you.
Wow, Marva.
Oh my
wow.
God.
Queen Bev, what you got to say to that?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I felt her heart just now, babe.
Oh my God.
Dr. Ruthann, I would like to just back up something that my dear sister Marva said. Marva, I see why we connected. It's because I know that it's for your mom to die. My mom died when I was 18 of cancer. And I wish this was around when she was suffering from cancer. You almost make me went in tears, like we wouldn't have been orphans. See, sometimes people don't know your story. We wouldn't have been orphans. Me and my brothers were left as orphans because my mom died and I was 18. My 2 other brothers, they were 16, the other one was 8. And she died of cancer. And so this is why I'm here in this movement, because we have, as a nurse, a lot of people are calling me. And then I know some people on this line, I haven't reached you yet. Yes, Dr. Ruthann gave me your numbers and I will be reaching out to you. I'm trying my best. But look here, this is a movement. And persons who, have been diagnosed with cancer, and we have persons now with their cancer markings, dropping, tumors shrinking just by being on these products. People who have kidney failure, people who are on chemo, they're doing their treatments, but then they have help. Because I don't know if anybody have ever seen anybody on chemo, anybody have ever seen somebody on dialysis when they come off those machines, guys. Oh my God. But these products have helped them to have a more productive life when they come off these machines. Like right after treatment, they can still go on with life. They can still go to work. They can still be productive in society. So this is more than just making money. It's a movement. It's a movement just to see somebody be able to function, have a better quality of life. Guys, this is why I'm here. And to actually see what it did. I am on no more hypertensive meds. Do you know what that poison does to you? And my doctor to actually take me off of hypertension meds, my son to be able to make steps, to see my clients, people who had wounds for years. Yes, and I'm also a certified wound technician. To watch people who had wounds for years, for them to be healed. Guys, we have stem cell in the box, which is gold in our hands. Let's do this. Let's do this one person at a time to bring persons to have a better quality of life. I think it was Beverly who said, or Queen Ruthann who said earlier, the health of a nation is the wealth of a nation. So let's get healthy and wealthy no matter what country we're from. Let's just hold hands and let's just do this together. Back to you, Dr. Ruthann.
I'm sorry.
Well, guys,
Terry, can I
sorry, go ahead.
say
Yes,
one
take,
thing? People, I've been inviting a lot of people, and a lot of them don't come because they think it's just another sales thing. We're going to talk about things that doesn't work and so forth. But one of the things that I learned coming on these calls, I learned how to sleep. I am sleeping so well. I told myself, me turn worthless woman, because I'm sleeping till all 11 o'clock in the day, 9.5, 10 hours, get up one time in the middle of the night, do my little security job, go to the bathroom and come back. And some nights I don't even bother to wake up. So I said I have to go to the Walmart and pick up myself some diapers so that I don't wet the bed, because I'm sleeping through the night. When I wake up in the morning, I have to run. You think Jamaica have good runners? Catch me in the morning when I have to go, because I'm sleeping through the night. Nurse Donnelly, she whipped me. You see, I oh my God, I'm sleeping. But I'm talking. I'm talking in my sleep because I passed my bedtime.
I was just about to say, some people just like to be star pupils, Miss Marvel. Yeah.
And I think
we have Veronica Powell Robinson. I see your hand up. I'm going to unmute you. I'm going to ask you to unmute. I wasn't sure if you wanted to say something, so I'm just going to ask you to unmute. If you do, you can unmute yourself. I don't know if you have a question. I'm not sure. And if not, then fine. I'll just lower your hand. I just wanted to make sure. I don't like to, leave people hanging. But guys, thank you. Thank you for being on. You stayed on. It's been a long call. But
it has been
a long call, but it's been worth it. Been totally worth it, guys. Very rich. Very rich.
And I just want to close tonight, Dr. Rutan, by saying to everyone on this call, if you fail to plan, you have already planned to fail. I want you to think about it. And this is not just in business. This is about your life, your health, your wealth, everything, your family, your kids. It doesn't matter if you have your parents, it doesn't matter who, your neighbors, it doesn't matter who. And I will tell you this tonight categorically, wherever you are. If you have learned of this information and you're selfishly keeping it to yourself, I will not apologize to say to you that it is a sin. And I want to add to that by saying to you guys, we all have what you call a social responsibility. A social responsibility to go out there and ensure that we continue to do our part. So again, good night. If you fail to plan, you would have already planned to fail. Back over to you, Dr. Rutan.
Child, all I can say is thank you, thank you, thank you. And y'all know what I always say. Service to humanity is what? Service to God. That's all I have for y'all tonight. Fire Tablet, I'm not sure if you have a question. I can ask you to unmute. I'm not sure if you have a question. If you do, if not, I'll just lower your hand. Hi, good night.
Hi. I would like to know if these products work for incontinence, because I have a niece who is she is really, really overweight and she is suffering from incontinence,
Yes.
So, and it gets embarrassing sometimes.
Well, I can speak for it because I've been, the clinical diagnosis that I have has caused that to happen. And like literally, I would tell you prior to Sankey products, right, I would have those embarrassing moments. Like it's very annoying. You don't know when it's coming. It just suddenly comes. It's very embarrassing. So you don't even want to leave home. I don't care what anybody, you ain't want to go nowhere. You're wearing 10 underwear. I call them disposable underwear. I got the most expensive underwear in the world. I'll tell anybody that because they'd be like, oh, adult Pampers. I don't wear no Pampers. I wear disposable panties. Okay. Yeah. So I'm telling you that what I have found with the products is that now I can actually tell you when it's coming. I know when it's coming. I can feel the movement. Donnelly, is it the peristalsis, like the movement in the stomach? Like you can feel it moving through the intestines, Donnelly? Is that what it is?
Yes, peristalsis.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
peristalsis.
I can feel that now.
You got me saying it wrong now.
Sorry. Well, I trying with the word, okay? But I can actually feel that movement, and then I can actually feel it prior to it coming. And now I can actually even hold it before it comes. Before I couldn't do that.
Okay, so like I tell you, she is overweight because her ankles like she get elephantitis. Okay.
How old is she?
She's in her, but she's about 60 now. I think she just turned 60.
Okay, does she have any other conditions?
Asthmatic.
Man, okay. My daughter, she was asthmatic before she went on these products, and I told Ruthann about it. She has been off the inhalers now for over a year. She used to go through 4 inhalers a month, and see what happens is that we found out, especially if it's a steroidal inhaler, sometimes that cause incontinence. Right. So if we can get her to get off of those, see, now I'm not going to tell you to throw away those inhalers, because those rescues inhalers are extremely important. It's between life and death. But my thing about it is, once you get her on the products, because these products have no contraindications.
Okay.
So these products can be used with any medication that you're on. Okay.
Okay.
So, because a lot of people ask that question. So she can use these products, and while her body is reversing, recovering, and restoring, you will find that she will have less and less asthma attacks. And so the less steroids going to her body will then start to reverse, and she would have less incidents of wetting herself.
Yeah, because she a couple of steps and she wheezing, man. She wheezing heavy.
Yeah, and she also needs to canoe fire to actually help with taking off the weight as well, because when you're asthmatic, weight is not good at all. It's not good at all.
Pressure
so
on those lungs.
Let's try and get her. Yeah, too much pressure on.
Who brought you to the call?
So let's
Miss Yvette Francis.
Okay, so get back to Yvette, and Yvette will definitely be able to serve you.
Okay.
Just get back to her, and she'll be able to serve you with how to get the products. The products are in Nassau,
and
so she'll be able to pick up. Yeah, so get her started immediately.
Thank you kindly.
You're very welcome.
Dr. Ruthann, I just want to add to that, because my daughter was very much overweight too, and she has lost over 20 pounds taking the Crenewed Fire. But what I tend to do, I have my daughter drink one of the Crenewed Fire after every meal. For example, after lunch, I have, she drink a big cup of the Crenewed Fire, and I ensure that she doesn't eat anything after 6. So I'll ensure that you get her dinner between 5 and 5:30, between 4 to 5:30. Then she will drink one more of the Crenewed Fire. If she feel hungry like 7 or 8, it's maybe an apple, an orange, or something like that. And she has lost over 20 pounds. So I know for sure. And I myself, I lost about 78 pounds from my stomach taking the Crenewed Fire. So basically all you need to do is start, changing her diet, make sure that she's exercising, because what I tend to tell persons, do not wait on the product to do everything. You must live a lifestyle and give the products a chance to work, because the product will work. Don't go eating rice and dumpling 10 o'clock in the night and pizza. And say that the products will work. Absolutely not. You want to ensure that you're giving the products a chance to work. And as Dr. Donnelly said, there's no contraindication with taking the products with your medication. But what I've found out with persons who have been given the product, they are weaning from their medication. And I tell everybody, your body is going to tell you when you don't need those medication anymore. And your doctor is going to confirm that if you were taking 2 or 3 metformins for the week, or 4, or however you take it, they're going to be cutting down half and then go down to quarter until when you need none. So as I said, give your body a chance and give the product a chance. drink your 8 to 10 glass of water. Ensure that you have a lot of green juice. Stop mixing. I mean, I remember at one point in time, I had 2 pounds of sugar in my house for over 8 months. Because I mean, I have some real bright kids. If you know my kids are super bright because I ensure that I feed them right. Because that is important. What you give to your kids is what you're going to get out. Don't feed them with sugar and cheese chips and all of that and expect them to do well, guys. So, you know, for example, like your daughter, set the rules. Ensure, as a matter of fact, as parent, we buy the stuff and put it inside of the house and then we tell the kids not to eat it. Absolutely. If you don't buy it, they can't get it. Is what I'm saying? So she will lose the weight. She will lose the weight. She will be better, but it is a 360-degree change in her lifestyle.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
okay,
guys.
So
thank you.
Y'all know what time? Y'all looking at the time, right?
we got 2 more questions, Queen Donnelly. 2 more, and then that's it. That's it. 2 more.
I see Erica has her hand up.
Yeah, I'm unmuting Erica now. I don't know if she is seeing it. Erica, I'm unmuting you so you can unmute. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Erica. How are you?
I am just asking a question. Can these products help with prolapse disc sciatica?
Donnelly or Nurse Joy? Dr. Joy?
I didn't get the question.
She
Can
said,
you repeat, please?
I heard sciatica. That's the only part I heard. Go ahead, Erica. Say it again.
Prolapse disc sciatica.
Prolapse disc sciatica.
So, you actually had an incident or something?
No, I didn't have an incident. I did not fall and nothing like that. But they just said that it is this problem I'm having, and it gives me some terrible pain in the leg every single day. I have pain. I have pain in my legs. So they would say that once it's sciatica, they would tell you that this is pressing against the nerve. So every single day I have pain.
Did they see? I'm sorry, Etsy. That's why I don't like to talk to people on the call, because I go through the questioning. Did they do any MRIs, X-rays, or anything of that sort in the area?
I did MRI. I did MRI from 2019, and I did one as recent as Saturday, but I don't get back that result yet.
Okay. First of all, you have to. There's a whole heap of stuff I need to tell you.
You want me to get her number? You want her number, and then you could WhatsApp her?
Yeah.
Erica, can you?
Now, I'm not going to get to her right away because I just came back from Florida and I have a list of those people in Canada I didn't get back to. So right after I get to them, I'm going to get to her. But
Erica, do you want to drop your number in the chat so I can pass that on to Nurse Donnelly, please, if possible?
Okay, because I was invited by Dr. Monroe.
Okay, so you're in good hands. Dr. Monroe knows.
You're in good hands, girl.
Dr. Monroe knows. Dr. Monroe can help you out. She'll be able to assist you with that. Definitely.
Good hands.
Yes.
That's the pearl. That's the pearl of our organization. That's the pearl of Jamaica.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. The last question,
You're welcome.
Queen Nurse Donnelly or Joy would be, I can't see it, but I know it's here somewhere. It was sciatic something breasts. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it. I can't scroll up for some reason. I don't know what's going on with my computer right now. Hold on, let me see. It was here somewhere. Fibrocystic? Yeah, fibrocystic breast. There we go.
Okay. Fibrocystic, that's all had to do with hormones. Okay. And that if she doesn't have hypertension, she needs the canoe and the inner 7 immediately.
Okay. Okay, so that's for you for the breast. So other than that, guys, we've answered basically everything that persons have asked. And like, Nurse Donnelly, who is the keeper of time, or I should say the keeper of sleep here at Sankey Global, We would like to say thank you so much and have a fantastic, phenomenal, incredible week. And we'll see you back here next week. Bring a friend, bring 2 friends, bring 10 friends. We want this call to be 500 people or more, because that's where we want to get to. So guys, thank you so much for getting on and have a fantabulous night. Queen Bev, hats off to you. All of the team down there in Jamaica, y'all are doing an incredible job. You know, Joy, my fellow unicorn down in Trinidad, Dr. Denise, you're doing an incredible job down there in Tobago. Keep it up. Pastor Michael, you're doing a great job down there. Also, we have Rhonda Isaacs down in Trinidad. Y'all are doing an amazing job. And of course, Marva, we cannot forget you in Canada. Queen of Canada, man, shoes, and the princess of Jamaica. So thank you so much, guys, for getting on, and have a fantabulous evening. Now, we normally have an issue with people leaving, so this is us pushing you out the door, okay? Y'all all at the door, and the people just came in and said, guys, if y'all stay here one moment longer, we can charge y'all another $100.
Oh, good night, everyone. Good night, Dr. Rutan. Good night. Good night, Nurse Donnelly. Good night, Sir Clyde.
Thank you, Sister Pauline, for all your help.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Good night now. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Night,
King
night.
Clive, you think we can get them out the door quick tonight?
I tell you.
I'm helping.
I think it's stronger to
We're
push
gonna
them.
have to charge them. We're gonna have to charge them $100 to stay.
I gotta go to bed, folks. You gotta go, man. You gotta go. I'm almost in bed now. I can't leave my guests without, I'm gonna go to bed and leave them,
I just unmuted everybody. If they wanted to unmute and say something, I unmuted everybody. So everybody has the floor if they want it. But I walking away.
You can't have the floor at after 11 o'clock.
I was trying to tell them nicely to leave. I was telling them nicely to leave.